So let's start with Susan for a roundup of the losses that we've seen in Asia-Pac.
Well, Scarlett, after a 3-month 47% rally, investors felt like taking profit on the day, and we did see a pullback in the commodities and also financial shares. Taking a look at the closing numbers for you, both the Hang Seng and the Singapore Straits Times Index down over 2%, but the biggest loser across the Asia-Pac today was Taiwan's TAIEX Index that dropped over 3.5%, or close to 3.5%. Here in Hong Kong, one of the bigger losers was China's second biggest insurer, Ping An Insurance. This stock reopened for trade after buying a $3 billion plus controlling stake in a Chinese lender called Shenzhen Development Bank. And Ping An is looking to invest more and more in China after getting burnt investing in Belgium's Fortis, and it lost over $3 billion in that deal. Now, elsewhere, iron ore miners dropped after an industry paper said that prices for the raw material fell last week, and iron ore is the biggest ingredient in making steel. And not surprisingly, it's mostly supplied by Australian companies, and there you have them. The miners are falling in the session in Sydney trade. However, the run-up in commodity prices is one reason helping push up the Australian and the New Zealand dollars, which are closing in on their biggest quarterly gains against the U.S. dollar in at least 38 years, as you see on your screen there. And with the global recession, that means investors and companies around the world have less to invest in China these days, and that equated into an 8th straight monthly drop for foreign direct investment. It fell close to 18% in the month as companies cut spending to weather the worst economic slump since the Great Depression. And quickly, in an effort to reduce debt, Australian port operator Asia-Pac is hitting up the stock markets to raise about $1.6 billion in a share sale, and it's scrapping its initial plans to raise cash by selling assets to take advantage of its stock, which is up 4-fold since February. And that's the story in the Asia-Pac.